Some people move on instantly after a breakup. No pain, no suffering, no chasing. While you're broken, they're already living their best life. Why? Because they understand something about attachment that you don't. Psychologist John Bowlby proved that attachment is a choice, not a feeling. And dangerous people have learned to control it completely. Today, I'm breaking down why dangerous people move on faster, and how you can too. Learn to be cold like they are. Never chase again. Point 1. The psychology of attachment. According to John Bowlby, attachment is how we bond with people. It's supposed to be a survival mechanism for safety and security. But dangerous people weaponize it. They understand that your attachment is your weakness. Bowlby showed that attachment creates dependency. The more attached you are, the more you chase. When someone leaves, your brain panics. It perceives it as survival threat. So you chase, you beg, you do anything to get them back. But dangerous people, they never fully attach. They keep one foot out the door. So when they leave, there's nothing to chase, no attachment, no pain. Let's understand with an example. You meet someone. You fall in love. You become completely attached. They have all your attention, all your energy, all your vulnerability. Then they leave. Your brain goes into panic mode. You chase them. You text constantly. You beg for another chance. Meanwhile, they're already with someone new. Cold. Unbothered. Moving forward. Why? Because they were never fully attached. They were observing the relationship, not living it. They kept emotional distance the entire time. So when it ended, there was no pain to feel, no attachment to break. You were attached. They were strategic, because attachment equals vulnerability and vulnerability equals pain. Dangerous people learn to eliminate attachment, so they eliminated pain. Point 2. Emotional control after breakup. After a breakup, most people are devastated. Crying, suffering, broken. But dangerous people feel nothing, or at least, they don't show it. They've mastered the ability to separate feeling from expression. Bowlby's attachment theory shows that loss triggers grief. But grief requires vulnerability. Dangerous people have learned to acknowledge loss without feeling devastated by it. They feel the emotion internally, but externally, they're cold, calculating and moving forward. Let's understand it with a fitting example. You break up with someone you love. You're devastated. You cry for weeks. But they're out the next week with someone new. Not because they didn't care, but because they refused to let emotion control them. Here's what happened internally. They felt sadness. They acknowledged it. Then they moved on. You felt sadness. You let it consume you. You're still stuck. The difference, they controlled their emotions. You let your emotions control you. They understood that grieving is optional. Suffering is optional. So they chose not to suffer. Emotion equals weakness. Control equals power. The moment you cry over a breakup, you've handed your power to that person. Point 3. Breaking the chase cycle, most important. You chase because you're attached. They don't chase because they're not. To never chase again, you have to become like them, cold, strategic, detached. Breaking the chase cycle means breaking your attachment. It means looking at the relationship objectively, not emotionally. It means understanding that you can survive without them. You don't need them. Dangerous people do this automatically. They never felt the need in the first place. Let's understand it with another example. After your breakup, you want to text them, you want to call, you want them back. But the other person in the same situation, they don't have the urge. Why? Because they never made the other person their entire world. They had hobbies. They had other people. They had a life outside the relationship. So when it ended, they just went back to their life. You, on the other hand, made them your entire world. So when they left, your world collapsed. Here's how to break the chase cycle. Listen carefully. Step 1. Detach emotionally. Stop thinking about the relationship as love. Think of it as a transaction. They gave attention. You gave vulnerability. The transaction is over. Move on. Step 2. Remove them from your life. Delete their number. Unfollow them. Block them if necessary. Out of sight, out of mind. Dangerous people do this instantly. No nostalgia. No, maybe we'll reconcile. Just clean break. Step 3. Build a life without them. Invest in yourself. Hobbies. Friends. Goals. Make yourself the center of your world. Not them. Dangerous people are always the center of their own world. So when someone leaves, it doesn't affect them. You should be the same. And lastly, you should be able to understand that the more you chase, the more they will pull back and make you suffer. You will be reduced to their entertainment while you spend your feelings on them. Listen to that again. Let's summarize what we learned until now. Understanding attachment. Controlling your emotions. Breaking the chase cycle. That's how you never chase after a breakup. Think about your last breakup. You were attached. They weren't. You chased. They moved on. You suffered. They didn't. The difference wasn't love. It was control. They controlled their attachment. They controlled their emotions. They controlled their life. You lost control. Now you know the psychology. Learn to be cold. Learn to be detached. Never chase again. Have you ever chased someone who didn't chase you back? Comment below and let me know what you learned. And if you want to master emotional control in all areas of your life, subscribe. At 1,000 subscribers, I'm launching masterclasses. Everything. Dark psychology. Emotional intelligence. How to build unshakable power and never suffer again. Subscribe now.